Today we're going to look at how to program the KwikDial KD6 Sprinkler System. In this particular video we're going to program the system to water on specific days of the week, but I'll add other videos to the channel to show how to water every other day and how to water on odd and even days of the week. If this is the first time setting a program on a KwikDial, you'll need to set the date and time. So let's move the big black dial to the date and time setting. You'll then see that the hour is flickering. We use the plus and minus buttons to set the time. It's currently 5:08 here in the PM. Okay, so when we click the arrow it takes us to the next setting, which will be minutes. The plus sign takes us to 5:08. Pressing the arrow again takes us to the month, which is currently July. Okay, pressing the arrow again takes us to the day of the month, which is the 3rd. Clicking on the arrow again takes us to the year, which is 2020. Oh wow, I've survived half of 2020. The arrow button takes me to the day of the week, which the program has correctly worked out to be Friday. Pressing the arrow again will take me back to the hour option, so at this point the date and time is set, so we move the dial to auto. Okay then, now as we start the next section, you might notice that the time has changed a lot since the end of the last section. I've had to refilm parts because of some bad sound quality on the original section. I had some noisy trucks driving by on the street, so you couldn't hear what I was saying clearly. Okay, so now we're going to set the day of the week we want to water the lawn for. But before we do that, there are a couple of things I want to point out. The first is the letter A that's displayed. The KwikDial KD6 comes with 3 program settings, A, B and C. Why are there 3 programs? Well, let's say in the spring, when there's usually a fair amount of rain, you can set the program A to just water once a week. Then use program B in the summer months when you want to water your lawn for 3 days a week. You can then use program C in the fall to water for just 2 days a week. Just because it has 3 programs, it doesn't mean you have to use them all. So the next thing to notice here is the water droplet. This means the system is set to water on the day it's displayed. If the water droplet has a line struck through it, it means it will not water on that day. I'm going to leave Sunday as it is because I don't want to water on Sunday. Now I'm going to use the dial to move it to Monday. Monday is set to not water, so I'm going to leave that as is because I don't water on a Monday. I just want to water on Tuesdays and Fridays, so I'm going to move Tuesday to the water droplet, so that's set to water. Move the dial to Wednesday. I don't want to water on Wednesday, so I'm going to put a strike through that using the plus button. So next we'll move it to Thursday. I don't want to water on Thursday, so we'll leave that strike through. I do want to water on Friday, so I'm going to remove that strike through using the plus button, so that's set to water on Friday. Saturday, nope, I don't want to water on Saturday, so I'm going to put a strike through it. Okay, so that means all days of the week are set to water or not water. So now we just move the dial back to auto. The KwikDial KD6 has 3 start time options. I only ever water once a day, but if you've just laid a new lawn, you may want to water more than once a day. The KD6 gives you that option. I'm only going to water once a day, so I'm going to move the dial to the number 1 setting. So moving back up to the display screen, you'll now see a little clock that says AM, the time, and which program is set, A in this case. If you wanted to set it for a different program, you would use the program ABC button here to set which program you want to use. So I'm going to set the start time 1 on program A to start watering at 8 PM. So I'll use the plus button to set the time for the program to start sprinkling. When that's done, I'll move the dial back to auto. Now we have to set the stations. Hopefully you know which stations water specific areas of your lawn. There are some smaller areas of my lawn that I don't need to water as much as some of the larger areas. So before you start this step, it's good to know how much watering you want for each section of your lawn to get. I have the display set to section 6 here. This just waters some bushes in my yard. So I'm just going to set that for 8 minutes. And I'm going to use the plus button to set the time. Now I'm going to move the dial to station 5. And I'm going to set that to 15 minutes. Then station 4 is going to be 12 minutes. Station 3 is going to be 15 minutes. Station 2, I want to set that for 12 minutes. And then station 1, which is the largest area of my lawn, to 20 minutes. And then when I've done that, I'm going to put the dial back to auto, and then everything is now set to start watering. So here I am again, and it's almost 8 PM, which means the sprinkler system should kick in any second and start automatically watering my lawn. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel. So any second now it should kick in, and there we are. If we take a quick look outside, the sprinklers have started working. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful.